Okay, hello my friend. Now I'm going to provide some example and try to consider what we learned till today. So now I make one example. Okay, first of all I should say, when you open the ETS project, in the first page you are directed to the building. So in building you can make the physical performance, physical layout of your building. So how it will be happen. For example, the building name is, for example, ST Center. I come to the ST Center, then I add the, for example, building parts. This is block A. Then in block A I add the, for example, floor number 2. Then in floor number 2 I add the, for example, room. Here is the office, so I have office in floor number 2. Also I should provide some places to put my electrical cabinet in a corridor. In corridor I add the cabinet, electrical cabinet to put my DIN rail devices. So now I can add the devices from here. You can come to the office, click on right, click on the device, the catalog tab will be pop up. Now I'm going to the KNX Association for full virtual devices. I do like to add the clicks. I add the keypad or clicks in a room, okay? But I add other DIN rail devices in electrical cabinet, like switching, for example. Blind control and for example dimmer. Let's see, where is dimming? Yeah. That's it. So if I close it, I go to the, for example, the device tab. You can see all of the devices as here. But when I come to the mouse behind the room, it shows some hyperlink, and if I click on it, it asks me navigate to the element of office. Then in the new window of the building, it is opened automatically. It directed me to the office page. Yeah, so it's nice. With this building view you can performance, you can apply your physical layout of your building and put your devices right in right place. But remember that you can add the devices from the device menu or from the topology menu. After that you can make the building view and make the link between the devices and building, or make the link between the topology and building. So it's possible also. Great. So the important things is I do want to, when define something in the KNX virtual. So this is my clicks. I want to switch on and off the light from the first row, then switch the dimmer from the second row, and switch the blind from the third row. Yes. Okay, great. So now I'm going to define it. In clicks, I press the highlight change in channel 1. This is for switching. I use the switching with feedback. The second one is used to control the dimmer with feedback, 1 byte feedback. The third one is the blind with feedback. That's it. For switching actuator, the channel 1 is with feedback. That's it. For the blind, the channel 1 is used for the blind with feedback, and dimmer actuator, the channel 1 is here. I increase the resolution, and I do need the info dimming value. Feedback means 1 byte feedback. That's it. So now I go to the workplace, group addresses. In group addresses, I provide at the main floor number 1. Yes, in floor number 1, I add the lighting switch, then lighting dimmer, then blind. Yeah, okay, great. So in switch, I have the control switch channel 1, then I have the status or feedback channel 1. In dimmer, I have the control switch channel 1 for dimmer, then I have the relative dim channel 1, okay, and I have the feedback light level. Also, because I do want to send some comments from the PC, I provide some other control absolute dim. This is 1 byte dim for my test. In blind also I have the control move channel 1 of the blind, control stop of the channel 1, and then the status position, yes, that's it. So now we should provide the link, so between this is for control and this is for feedback of the channel 1. In switching, I make this one and this one status, it is in over. For the from the clicks, for dimming actuator, this is on off, this is dimming control, and this is the feedback. Yeah, for the dimming actuator, this is the okay, this is the feedback. This is the dimming value for absolute dimming. For relative dimming, KNX use the word dimming control. Okay, so now for switching, I make the for dimmer I do all the binding, and for blind this is the move from the sensor is used to connect with the move from the actuator, and also stop from the actuator is going to link with the stop of the sensor. And for feedback, of course, from the sensor side is connected to the feedback to the feedback to the actuator side. Yes. Okay, first of all, as I said, we can do the reset factory or unload. So for reset factory, we should go to the bus and then go to the unload devices, press unload. It is set that press program button. So now we can press program button, for example, for D1, and then continue. Okay, after I unload the devices, I can go here, select. Okay, first of all, the physical address, I put the clicks to 1110. This is, I like something like this. Switching for 11.1, for blind control 11.3, and for dimming 11.2. Yes. Now I'm going to select all and do the full download. In the full download, it is asking me to press the program button for switch actuator for 111. Then I do that. Okay, here you are. All the devices are downloaded. Now we have the green tick all over for the devices from address, program parameter, group, and flag. So now we can go and check in the KNX virtual main page. View base, and this is what we need. Okay, so now this is 0 and 1. When I press 1, the switching it works. Press 0, the switching it works also. It turns to the off. This is a dimmer. I do the long operation. The dimmer is increased in row number 2, and here is decreased. Okay, great. So now for the blind, I do the long operation, it works. Great. Okay, I do the short operation, it stops. So everything is working in KNX Virtual. I need you to provide some example like this in exam. I will provide you the detailed questions later. Okay, so now here in ETS, what we should do. In ETS, if you press diagnostics from here, this is the group monitoring, you can maximize it, do the start. Okay, so now here if I press 1, I mean turn the light off, on, you can see there is some things here. What it means we can read the bus in details. Okay, for example, in row number 2 we can see this telegram or packet of data is coming at this time, okay, 10 in the morning and 5th of September. Okay, then it is said that the source address is 1110. So what was 1110? You do remember 1110? It's clicks, the keypad, because we press the keypad. So now the telegram, it is obvious that what is a source address? This is a physical address of the clicks. Of course, the name is up here also. What is the destination address? This is the group address of the destination, 001. It is going to switch on off. Okay, and the name of the group address, control switch channel 1. This is a number 6 for routing counter. Okay, routing counter is number 6. So it means this packet of data or telegram does not pass any line coupler or backbone coupler. Okay, this is a data point type of the group address, and it is going to use to turn on the line. So this is a useful data on. And the next row, number 3, is coming from the 111 to the 002. This is used for status. Okay, so I click the keypad or clicks, and then the status is coming from the switch actuator. Great. So I can read the bus from here. Also, I can send the comment. If I, for example, from the group monitoring, I select the control absolute dim, okay, and now I have here, for example, this is 37 percentage. I put like 50 and click on right and come here, and this is 50. Great. Okay, so from here also we can send the comment to our KNX systems. Great. So now I'm going to show you something more about the troubleshooting. Okay, now I am here. Okay, great. So now, as you can see, we have the tools individual address, okay, and this is the programming. So in programming mode, under individual address check, if I click start, I can find the physical address of each device. It means, for example, you face some electrical cabinet and you do not know the physical address of the devices. You can use the ETS plus some interface like USB interface, connect to the system, and then go to the individual address check in diagnostics and press the program button and press the start. Then if I, for example, press this program button, here it should write the physical address of this device 112. Okay, yeah, I can switch it off, and for example I press here, for example, yes, 113. Great. So this, we have individual address check. You, for example, you have the address 11.2, okay, but you don't know what are the devices is here, huh? So you can see 112 is here, is going to flashing. So you have the address, you can determine, you can make it clear what is this physical address in your electrical cabinet. Also, I think this line scan is not working in, I don't know, in KNX Virtual. We can select the one line and do the scan. It's going to figure it out, all the devices in line 1 from area 1. Okay? Yeah, it's working. It's working, you can see, and also you can see the mask version that it provides you the detail about the media and the system software. Great. Then in the device info, you can also provide, you can drag out the info from the devices. Sometimes the manufacturers need it from you if your devices is working in a wrong way. For example, 112, I put it and I click on a read. It's going to read the device and then provide me the text file here. Yeah, here, exactly. Okay, great. Also, you can see in this group monitoring, there are all the information from the mask version, individual address, firmware, and so many other things. Also, you can see all the group objects that we use to link any group address. You can see it here. Great. The next important thing is about the flag. Okay. By using the flag, you can define the behavior of the group objects. In all of the flags, the communication flags is on. Communication flags, it's like the master switch between the bus coupling of the device and KNX. Okay. So what is the communication flag? If I go, for example, here I go to the clicks, you can see, and this group object, from the right hand side you can see the C flag is on, our communication flag, for all of the objects, okay? So it means all of the objects can communicate with the bus. Then the next important one we want to cover it in basic course is W, or right flag. So where it is used, the right flag in combination with communication flag is the minimum flag for switching. Okay, you can see in switching the communication and right flag is on, and what it means if the right flag is on. It means with the right, if the right flag is on, it means when you make the connection between your communication object in a group address, that communication object can change its value according to the received value. Okay, so if you send 1, it's going to close the relay, and if you send 0, it's going to open the relay. So communication and right flag is used for the actuator. The next one is communication and T flag, or transmit flag. This is the minimum setting for the sensor. It means as long as the new value is coming from the application module to the bus coupling unit, as long as the new value is coming, because the transmit flag is on, the new value will be sent to the bus. Okay, so because of that, in the clicks you can see switching on off, the T flag is on. Okay, because when I press the button by the mouse, the new value is going to transmit from the clicks on a bus, of course in virtual way. Yeah. And then the next important things is the read flag. So what it means, the read flag? Read flag means the device should respond to the read request, and it is used to for the status in actuator. So all the group objects of the status have the read flag on. Yeah. So here, if I come to this, and for example come to switching, okay, so in a virtual it is not on, only the transmit is on for the status, but in reality the read flag is on because it is going to provide the response to the read request. Great. So another important thing is the priority of each group object. All of the group object in KNX has the priority equal to low, okay? But you can change it from the low to the high and alarm according to your needs. In a book set, you should not change it as long as you really need, because if you put all of these priority to the high or alarm, it may face the collusion of the data for you, okay? So it is better to keep it low, but if you have something important, you can change it to the high or alarm. And after that, do the application download to download the new priority to your system. Okay, so we have the priority also changing from here. Of course, you can change the flag and priority from the right hand side in properties window. Okay, in properties window you can change the priority and you can change the flag. And the last things is about providing the report from what you have done. In a device or in a window, you can select the report. In report page, for example, you want to have some report from the building view. Okay, you can click on building. It provides you the report of what you have done in a building. You remember I make some building, and you can export it, okay, in PDF or print it out. Or for example, I can have the project statistics, okay, and okay, here for example I have the yes, okay, for example I get the report from project statistics, and you can see all the detail of the project is coming here, how many devices I've used, how many group objects I've used, how many group address I used, and the number of line and area, and the detail of the buildings. Great. Okay, great. So also you can provide a report from what you have done in an ETS project and provide it for the customer. Okay, thank you so much for listening to me. I hope this session will be fine with you, and I hope you to have a nice day.